Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and this is Proxmox VE Complete Masterclass, and this is part 9th video in this course. So in today's video we are going to see basically how to configure virtual machine backup on Proxmox. So you can set up a virtual machine backup on which is running on Proxmox by backup tools also, but however Proxmox provide one of the native features to take a backup and restore for the virtual machine by using Proxmox itself. So you don't need to invest or buy or configure anything specific like a backup tool to take a virtual machine backup which is running on Proxmox. So backup and restore both is natively provided by Proxmox VE and also replication. So in this video we are going to see how to configure virtual machine backup, and also going to discuss how you can basically take the restore also. So let's start. So these are the some important points which you should take care about before configuring the backup for Proxmox virtual machine. So prerequisite Proxmox VE cluster or standalone nodes is running. So we already have a 3-node cluster which we have deployed throughout this course. So I got the 3-node cluster here. So if you see summary, we got 3 nodes in the cluster and 1 virtual machine running. So we are going to take the backup of this virtual machine which is in running state. So now the next thing is these are the steps basically from step number 2 to step number 12, which is going to require to basically enable backup, configure backup, and then validate backup, and then restore virtual machine. So you can follow these steps, step number 2 to step number 12, to basically master the backup, restore, and validation for Proxmox. However, we'll go there, but before going there, we should understand backup modes, which is very important. So Snapshot, which is recommended, use storage snapshot faster and space efficient, requires storage to support snapshot, LVM, ZFS, and chef, and stop the virtual machine, perform backup, and then start the virtual machine again. Use if snapshot is not available. Suspend, so suspend the virtual machine, memory save, perform backup, and then resume the machine. So most of the time it's in the production environment you will see a snapshot, which is recommended option, and these are the some backup file description. You can see here the archive file, disk data, which is going to be a wma.zfs, and then metadata file, checksum file, and the log file. So do not modify or do not modify or move backup files manually. It will break your basically backup configuration for the infrastructure. And best practices: always test restore on regular basis, store backup on separate storage or network. So we have a dedicated storage for production here. If I show you, so we have configured this trueness ISKC for production virtual machine, and then trueness backup, which is coming through NFS as for the backup of the virtual machine. And do not keep the backup on the same data stored as production. So this is what we are following. Monitor disk space backup on storage, and use retention policy to manage older backups and cleanup, and always enable the backup notification. And use case: it can be used for disaster recovery, VM corruption recovery, accidental deletion, and migration to another cluster, or compliance on audit. So these are the some best practices and understanding about the backup before we go into the hands-on lab. So let's now start. So this is my data center. So you can basically enable backup at the multiple layers. So you can go ahead and select the virtual machine, and then you can go and take the backup now, and you can basically select the storage, and then you can run a backup. So this is going to be a one-time backup basically, and you can go on host also. You should be able to see options here also. uh, so so here if you go to data center, so now you should be able to see the backup. So from here you should be able to basically manage all your backup from a single console for multiple virtual machine or multiple workloads. So I'll click on add here. So now here you will see the create backup job. So storage, so I'll go ahead and select trueness backup, which we have enabled, and schedule is going to be let's say it's depend on your requirement. You can configure as per your requirement. However, there are a lot of options available. So I'll go ahead and select, let's say, run every day at maybe at 18, so which is going to be 6 p.m. every day. and then select selection mode. So include virtual machine, all, exclude selected virtual machine, and pooled base. So you have a multiple options. So I'll go ahead and use selected VM. So I'll select my virtual machine, and then this is the mode which I discussed. So this is very important. So recommended is snapshot. However, you have a option to go with suspended and stop. So I'll go with the snapshot, and then you have an option to basically set email also. So I'll go ahead and let's put my email address here to send the notification, and email on failure only you need, or on successful, or always. So you can configure it, so it will come mail, and then you have a notification mode, so you can configure that also. And now mostly important here, this is retention. So without any keep option, storage configuration or nodes will used for this is configuration is going to be used for fallback. So I'll go here and basically keep all backup you can configure, but I'll go ahead and keep latest, let's say 10 backup, and daily, keep daily for 5 days, and weekly for maybe 2 weeks, monthly for 3 months, and yearly for, let's say, if you have a retention, longer retention, you can configure for 5. So depending on your requirement, you can basically modify this. So I'll go ahead and click on create now. So now if you see here, this backup job is created, and now this is good, and you can see the selection is only 103, which is my this virtual machine. And now if I go ahead and run this job, so if you want, you can click here and you can see the job details also. So nodes, all nodes, and this is our storage and configuration and all other details, and here's the virtual machine which is going to be backup during this job. So I'll go ahead and click on run now. So it will start the backup for this virtual machine. So you can see here backup has started. So if I double click, you should be able to see here the starting the new backup job for this virtual machine as per this configuration, and then status is running for this virtual machine, and then it's validated the disk size and all, and then backup mode is going to be snapshot, and then this is the priority, and then it's going to start the resume VM again. So you can see the virtual machine now, it has started taking backup of the virtual machine. So now if I go on, basically let me go, you can see the small icon which says the virtual machine save. So you can say basically a config logged due to backup, and this is virtual machine is running. So this will take some time to show you the backup release once the backup is completed. So now if I go here on, basically on this TrueNAS, I should be able to see the backup coming. So as of now it does not show any backup because the backup is still running. So once the backup is completed and VM is released, we should be able to see the backups here. So I'll go ahead and pause the recording here. Once the backup is completed, it is going to take some time, 5 to 10 minutes on my environment to take the complete backup of the virtual machine. So I'll go ahead and pause the recording here. Once this is done, I'll resume from there. So now the backup is almost completed, and now it's transferring the, you can see here the total backup size was around 27 gig, and then this is good. Now you can see the backup job finished successfully, task okay. So I'll go ahead and close this, and now if I go and see this virtual machine, so you should be able to see one file here for this virtual machine, which is giving you the note, and then you have information about the backup file, and then date, and then the format and the size. So this is the information which you can see here on from the virtual machine, and if you want, you can go ahead and basically show the configuration also. So it will tell you all the information about the configuration of the virtual machine, what was configured during that time. And then if I go and show you this, you should be able to see now. If you go on the basically on the TrueNAS backup NFS storage also, you should be able to see this file sitting there also. So this is how you can basically take the virtual machine backup by using the on Proxmox and store it to any location depending on your requirement. So here if you see this, if I click on edit, so basically storage you can change anytime depending on your requirement, so it will take the backup at given location. So this is pretty much everything which I wanted to show you in this video. So in next video we are going to basically do a recovery for that virtual machine which we have just taken the backup. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post me on my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.